Hi! If you struggle with open dies that we center around a stamped image, well then you may find my quick die cutting tip to be useful. My quick die cutting tip is something I just recently discovered and thought maybe it'll help somebody else. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 20 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. So stick around, because after I show you my quick die cutting tip, I'm going to show you a card I made using that die cut. Here's a closer view of the Grace's Garden stamp set and the Garden Gateway dies that I'll be using to demonstrate and that I use for the card I'll be showing you in just a bit. So let me grab my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. First I'll show you the way I've always done it, and then the new way that is working so much better for me. So I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so now we need to build up the sandwich. So we'll start with plate number 1. That's the platform. And then we need plate number 2. And you don't have to memorize all this, it's printed on here. And then plate number 3. Now I'm going to turn this over. You turn your plates over to prevent warping. And then our cardstock, my basic white cardstock that I stamped with the flowers from the Grace's Garden. So the way I always did this before was I would put this on here and then center it around, move it around to where I got it. And one day I was sitting at my table where I craft, and the dies were right there with me, because normally I get up and I come over and I do this, and I always die cut standing up except for when I'm doing a video, and I'm tall, so there's a good distance between me and the table, and I'm centering, hoping to get it right. Well, I was sitting at my table, my dies happened to be with me, not over here, and I thought, what would happen if I went ahead and did this and centered it while I could get it close to me and see what I'm doing? And then I grabbed the piece of washi tape and then took it over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And much to my delight, I was doing a much better job doing it much closer to me and then setting it down. So I'm hoping this quick tip will work well for you too. I said it would be a quick tip. Well, I hope that quick tip will save you time like it has me. Now the Grace's Garden stamp set and the coordinating Garden Gateway dies, well, they were in the January through June 2020 mini catalog, and now they're in the annual catalog. And just gorgeous. And you know, it was springtime, and so I started thinking Easter cards. You know how it is when you look at a die set every once in a while and you'll see a different purpose? Well, that's what I saw with this. I thought, if I use part of it, I'll be able to make that for the empty tomb. And here is the simple card I made using that idea. Didn't that turn out great? And so there's part of that. And so the rest, very, very simple, and those beautiful flowers. And what it made it even more perfect this year that I didn't have last year is the Gift of Hope stamp set. And in here we have, He is not here, for He has risen. It just couldn't get any better for my empty tomb card for Easter. If you'd like to make my handmade Easter card, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelley.com. And if you found my quick die cutting tip to be useful and would like more of my stamping tips, well, I invite you to subscribe to the Stampers Insider. It's your free stamping source for inspiration, information, and ideas. Just go now to www.thestampersinsider.com to subscribe. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.